Okay, today's a special day. The new chapter in the Regals begun. I took the rear end out. I got a buyer for it. At least I hope I got a buyer. I'm supposed to meet the guy tomorrow. This is an 8.5-inch rear. These came only in pretty much a couple cars. They only came in the T-type Regals, the Grand Nationals, and the Hearst Olds. But having the aluminum drums, it's got the aluminum drums, the Eaton posi. It's only got 342 gears, but it's pretty much a good setup. I got a nice 3-inch drive shaft made up for a Turbo 350. So, you know, the guy's going to get some good components. A piece of junk Beltec sway bar. Do not suggest those. Stock trailing arms with bushings and everything. Some extra axles, extra brake parts. So, you know, he's going to be getting a pretty good deal on it. The only reason I'm selling it is because I want to go bigger power on it. Right now I got just a small block Chevy in here. Nothing crazy. Those rear ends, I wouldn't want to put much more than like 500 horsepower through them. Wouldn't want to blow it up. Those are worth a little bit of money. So my plan is we're going with a 49-inch rear. Figured I'd show you guys under here a little bit as I talk about the rear end stuff so you get something to see instead of just looking at my face. I'm not sure what rear end I'm going to get, if I'm going with like a quick performance or a strange. But yeah, gonna go with a built 49-inch. You know, I just don't want to mess around with it. I don't want to have a weak link in the system. The transmission should be rated for plenty of power. So probably going to be ordering that pretty darn soon. I am impressed with how this looks under here, though. I mean, I painted this, I don't know, several years ago. Now, I don't drive this car much, I'll admit that, but I don't know. It's looking pretty good to me under here. This here, I got some weird issues here where the paint, like, all wrinkled up. It almost looked like it melted. So I'm not sure if I got some chemical on there. It's all wrinkled up there, but I'll deal with that. I'll be dealing with that as well as some other body issues. Rear quarters got a little bit of an issue with them, but gbody.com, gbodyparts.com sells parts. You know, like skins I can just weld right in there. There's a little minor work up here. That rocker panel's been replaced. I have one for the passenger side already, so I'll have to do that. The bumpers are in terrible shape too. Probably get fiberglass bumpers and, you know, then obviously sand it up, get it ready for paint, at least for primer this year. So next step is pretty much order the rear end. I don't even know what I'm doing yet at this time, what I'm going to do for the motor. So later on this video, I'll know. But at this moment right now, I'm not even sure what I'm doing. When the rear end comes in, that's when I'll get my plan figured out a little better. All right, so we fast forwarded a couple months. Got the parts in. Let's see what we got. Got some UMI rear control arms, adjustable uppers. I got these some with what they call a Roto joint. Should be good. It should be a lot better than a poly bushing. You can see one here. They're designed to pretty much act like a Heim joint, but they have Delrin inside, so they give a little bit of cushion, and they're also rebuildable. So they're supposed to be a pretty good application for street use. Also, these are sway bar mounts. I went with a sway bar. I just ordered everything from them. 1.5" tubular sway bar, and there's the rear end. Strange 9-inch, Strange Engineering 9-inch rear. Eaton Truetrac posi unit, 35 spline count. Pretty rugged unit. So I'm going to throw that in today. I'm not going to do a whole bunch. I'm not going to do a step-by-step deal. It's pretty simple. Just bolt it in. But I'll show you guys after how it fits up. And I'll let you know what I think of it so far. All right, so I've been at it for like 4 hours. Let's check it out. Everything is in place. I got the sway bar mounted up. Everything's in. But I still need some fine-tuning. I'm still gonna have to set the pinion angle. I wanted to put the car down on the tires, but it turns out these studs are a little different size, so I need new lug nuts. So yeah, I gotta set the pinion angle, and also I'm not too concerned about doing it anytime soon, but I also need to make up some brake lines here too. Yeah, like I said, it wasn't too bad. 4 hours by myself, not too bad. It's also not that hard when you've got the Roto joints on the control arms and then the adjustable uppers. You know, it gives you a lot more freedom, flexibility to move stuff around. So I just got to add some gear oil, do up the brake lines. Also got to get a new measurement for a drive shaft, and then my drive line's going to be all set, at least from the transmission back. Next thing to do on the car is just mess around with the body a little bit, do a rocker panel, nothing major, do some quarter panel repairs. So yeah, that's that. I'll pull the engine out of it too. The engine project, that'll be another video. Pretty sure what I'm gonna do now, but thinking supercharging the engine that's in it now. But you know, I'll leave that for a later date. That's gonna do it for the video. And by the way, If you guys have any tech tips for setting up the suspension on the back, you know, I'm not sure which hole to go in for the where the lower control arms bolt up, things like that. I'll research pinion angle, but you know, this is mostly going to just be on the street. So yeah, if you guys have any tips for that, I'd appreciate that. But until next time, see you guys later.